we had Melissa, we had the 10% CR push actually being 20%, and it turns out there's a third bug with HARSETTI in this Hall of Trials rotation. The way that this is happening doesn't make sense to me, so I'm going to call it a bug, just because I don't think it makes logical sense why this is happening. But we're going to strip the first Sovereign's mana buff here, and this was pointed out to me by Susmodium in my comments, so thanks to him. And now we're going to strip the second one. Typically, when you enter a break phase in Hall of Trials, you get 1.5 million damage just for getting the bar to 0. And here we got 0, and we got nothing. So now let's take a look at what's supposed to happen and just make sure it works. We'll trim her to 65%, then we'll strip, and then we'll enter the break phase. So here I left her at 5%. We stripped off the Sovereign's mana, and now we're going to enter into the break phase. And you can see we got our 1.5 million damage. So what I think is happening is, it doesn't really make sense to me, but I think the Sovereign's mana, which makes her invincible while she has that on, is also blocking the damage that we get for entering the break phase. The reason I say it doesn't make sense is because in order to get the 60% reduction, we have to strip Sovereign's mana. So if Sovereign's mana is already stripped, then I don't get why it's blocking the damage that comes afterwards. But I guess the order is Sovereign's mana gets stripped, it sees that Sovereign's mana has been stripped and reduces the exhaustion bar, and then it applies the damage for entering break phase or hitting 0%, and then the invincibility gets removed, which is a weird order to me, but that's the only really explanation I can think of. You also note that before, when we had HARSETTI, we had an extra barrier to go through. Like, we'd strip the 2 Sovereign's mana, then you have to deal damage to her, so that's why this issue has never really occurred, and this is the first time that it's popping up, I suppose. Kind of annoying. I'm going to have to redo all of my runs and try and squeeze this extra 4.5 million damage in. Hopefully it won't be too annoying, but that's it for the whatever this is.